Yeah, today is the day after the prep salt drinking, the solvent cleaner I accidentally drank because I thought it was water. And you see, I'm fine, so I hope it still doesn't do anything to me. Went to the hospital. They just said, well, if you don't have any symptoms, like within 12 hours, you're fine. And they will also call the poison central in Sweden, and they said about the same thing. And so now I did not have any issues, and I don't have at the moment. So thank God. So morning again. Today's Monday, and we're prepping for the second coat on the floor inside the cabin. So right now we have sanded it, and Karen, if you hear it, she's vacuuming and just gonna wipe it off, and then this is how it looks. I mean, I'm still happy with it. So they turned out pretty alright. Out of 10, I would say it's an 8. The finish is pretty good, I have to say. It's very even. And here, some spots for solar panels. And there are some more Nonskid. Okay, I mean, how many have I have made? One? Yeah, so this is the second one. So now we're gonna take out the second of totally 6, I think, dorado boxes. So how I do is, you never know if it's gonna work or not, so hopefully it works. So I just put some pressure there in a hole I drilled in the mold, and it should work, but you never know until you've done it. So let's see. A small bang. It took a little bit longer this time, like 2 seconds. Usually it goes like in 1 second. So now we just hope that there's no flaws on it. You never know if any of the gel coat got stuck, and so let's see. This was a little bit more tricky than the other one. I mean, I heard the pop. Okay, so you see here. Sorry guys, it's plastic, but it's like a plastic film here. That's the PVA I sprayed to, so it will release. I see a little bit. Yeah, I did not put a lot of gel coat this time, and I can really see it here. And here I got a. Hasn't really cured actually. I wonder what this is. But more or less, it's pretty good. They're gonna be sanded a little bit and painted so it gets the same color as the hull. But yeah, it looks pretty alright. The other one was a little bit better. Yeah, it was something shit here with gel coat. I have to see what it is, but should not be any problem.
You even had an assistant this time, so I thought it would be better, but not for the gel coat. You have a red spot on your box there.
A red spot? There?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's just a filler I did.
Right.
Anyhow! Another Sunday. Today I'm alone here. Karen felt a little bit tired. So, but I chose to go here anywhere. I could have taken a day off, but yesterday we actually planned another project that we never did, because we were working with the countertops again. So I thought this morning, well, what the heck, if I didn't do the project yesterday, I go over here and do it. It's not a major one. So I'm gonna put the first coat of clear on the floor and on the floorboards. So I'm using a polyurethane. I've just cleaned everything inside, wiped it off, and now I'm just waiting for some cups to dry so I can mix. Yeah, to make the mix. So here you have the floor. I've just put on 1 coat of clear polyurethane. It's a 2-component protection we're putting on, so 3 or 4 coats. And it looks pretty alright actually. I mean, you can see some of the marks from the brushes. But when it comes to the floor, I'm not as picky as I am with the countertops. So I'm actually satisfied with the floor. Like I said, or what you've seen before, we decided to redo the countertops, and that's actually what you're seeing here now. These are the new countertops, or the new finish for it. So it's the Formica that has been cut out, and we're actually we haven't glued it down yet, so we're gonna spray the same polyurethane that we put on the floor, and hopefully we'll be happy with it. It's also to give it more protection. I mean, you could leave it as is now, but it's not as, it's a little bit more fragile. And then if you're putting some polyurethane, because that's so hard. Well, this was Sunday's job, last for the week. I'm going home now. Well, finally I got it out. Probably took me about 5 minutes. Chiseled it out a little bit. It was stuck in one corner. So yeah, I got 4 of these ones. They're not totally finished. I mean, I need to put a wall inside and drill them, and yeah. Anyhow, it's our dorado boxes for ventilation on the amas. So this is how it looked like when it came out. That's the plastic film, that's the PVA. This one you just take off like this. Easy Japanesey. Thursday today, and still no Karen. She's still at the hotel, sick. She's very tired, her body aches everywhere. I think the fever has come down. Yeah, she doesn't have it too good actually. I feel bad for her. It might have been some kind of mosquito thing they have down here. They have like dengue, and they have something called like chikungunya, or something similar, how now it's pronounced. And it might be something like that. But I mean, it looks like she has more energy, but she says it still aches a lot in her body, and she's feeling nauseous when she's walking, and she's only back in the bed back home. So hopefully she's better tomorrow. So I'm still here around the boat doing my projects, and today I'm doing a project I'm not have done before. So I'm gonna glass a fiberglass tube that I need for the anchor box to lead the chain down to the anchor box from the deck. So let's see how it goes. I've done some planning here. So that's my PVC tube. We can call it's my mold. It's waxed 4 times, and then it's coated 2 or 3 times with PVA. And here is my working table. So let's see how it goes. Jag kan bli inte så. So I didn't really pop when I tried with the air, because it was already more or less loose. So I just took a hammer a little bit, knocked it a couple of times, not very hard, and it's very easy to just pull off and pull out. Yeah. I mean, it's not the perfect lamination here, I guess. I'm sure it got some voice, but it's the first attempt doing a tube. I would say I succeeded. Pretty alright. This is a much more neat setup. So I have the tube. It's all waxed and PVA'd, and by doing like this, I put it the aluminum bar through it. I can just rotate it so easily. And what I do now is I just putting on one coat at a time, one mat at the time. I'm not rolling it like I did yesterday. So it turns out very much easier than it did yesterday, actually. So I can actually wait for it to kick a little bit. So I don't need to stress with the whole thing to get done at the same time like I did when I rolled it. So this is, I would say, for the one who's not experienced with it, do something like this instead. It's so much easier. We are on the aft part of Port Ama. That's how it is. I mean, I can't really keep track where I am really now. And this is a small project. We'll see if it turns out good or not. But it's for one of the dorado boxes. If this turns out good, we're gonna do it for all the dorado boxes. But we want to make a base for it, so it's easy to mount the dorado boxes. So I want, because it's a little bit curved, I want a perfect shape, so the seal is very tight, and yeah, so it will be more or less the shape of the hull. And so right now I have waxed it and I have put PVA. I'm gonna put another third coat of PVA on it. PVA is a release film, if you haven't seen previous episodes. So yeah, one more coat and then glassing. So that's the white part here we're gonna glass. It's like a frame we're making. And here's my tube, you know, fiberglassed. So this is how it's gonna work. When we're not at anchor, and when we're not pulling up or letting chain out, this is how it looks. But when we're gonna use it, we have it like this, and we secure it. And this is just so we get the chain in the middle of the box, and that makes a big difference if it's gonna jam or not jam. I still need to cut the pipe a little bit, I see, but yeah. And yeah, when I cut the pipe, probably will go in a little bit further, but we'll probably need to put some kind of wood trim here to cover it. Probably cut a little bit too much. Some rope clutches as well. I haven't shown you before, but like, I don't know, a month ago I fitted and drilled hole, strengthened the deck underneath. So here is for 6 rope clutches. Here is for another 6. Doesn't look super nice to not seeing them, but And here is 2 rope clutches for one for the runner, one for the check stay. And that's the same on that side. And then we will have for the back stay, we have 1 rope clutch here, and we'll drill a hole here that goes through. It's another fiberglass tube. A little bit smaller, and you might think I'm going crazy in all different kind of fiberglass tubes. But yeah, sometimes it's good to have, and running around buying them, it just takes time, and it's more convenient making them yourself. This time I made it in epoxy. This is for it's going through the I'm gonna show you. It's for the back stay, for the rope that goes. So you see here, the back stay will come here, and it goes in here. So I will put this as a protector, chafe protector, and then here we have the rope clutch. So that's another small project, but needs to be done. That's how it is. So I don't know how much time it took to make this. Maybe a total time of maybe 3 hours making this, fitting it, and gluing it down. And the deck isn't too hot actually. We've had a gray on a boat before, and it turned out very, very hot. I think it might be because we have the sand in the paint, so it reflects it a little bit more. It doesn't get as hot as if you just have a flat paint. So yeah, we're happy with it. It looks really nice. Sunny day and boat work. Today I'm actually doing something I shouldn't do, or something that I mean, this is a work I just could have been without. Yeah, it's this, patching a through hull, because here's a new through hull, and that's the old. And if somebody of you can tell me how I could not see that I had one through hull before, I thought I had glassed it before, so I was so focused on making a new one. Although somehow I'm a little bit more happy with it, because I wanted it a little bit further down, and I wanted it closer to the toilet, coming more straight down from the hose. So in the end I got a better through hull, I think. But if I had seen that I had this was actually, so, I mean, there was a hole here before, I promise you, and it was taped with blue tape, and somehow I only thought it was the speedometer I had left here on this side, but it wasn't. And yeah, so I've been working several days with this. It doesn't take that super long, I mean, but it's all the steps. So today I'm just gonna glass it over. So I've patched it, I've glassed it from the inside, and now I'm glassing it from the outside. This is Mrs. Painting Girl.
Painting afternoon. Whoops.
Mm-hmm.
I'm soon out of paint.
Alright, a little bit painting from Carrie. But I do something else. I don't like to paint, so I chose to do something totally different. I mean, I'm gonna show you in like less than 1 minute. We have a lot of wood trims now. So right now, I've done some. I've done like the V-berth. But right now, I'm doing this. This is for our storage. Nice circle frames. And that's just one of all of our wood trim projects we're working on. So let's go inside and see what we do. Oh yeah, always nice coming down here, running the fan. Yeah, so that's some of our wood trims. So they're all customized. We got them from our carpenter. But we fit them and cut everything ourselves. So here is some that has been cut. There is some that's been cut. It's always hard showing. But yeah, you see the point. Like here, here, here. Here's another piece. Yeah, you get the point. So right now I'm more or less done here. Still need to attach everything, so that's another project. And of course it's all gonna be painted, so all the wood trims will be, yes, white. Yeah, what else are we doing here? Yeah, we have our water maker, and it's going down in here. So water maker will be here, and here is other plumbing thing like, and it came up again. Another Sunday. But this week, I can't say I was super happy with the progress. It was a lot of small things, so I didn't feel like I was really getting somewhere. I mean, I know I did some important things, but still, they were pretty small. But that's alright. I think we're on the right track right now, because I mean, we started with the wood trims, and that's a big thing, make a big difference for the look inside. So here's some of the wood trims. I think it's mainly for the V-berth or around that compartment. So right now, today, we have primed it with oil-based wood primer. So 2 coats, and tomorrow we're gonna sand it and apply, I think, 3 coats of paint. And yeah, I mean, we're really up in the wood trim work now. So we will probably be busy with that for maybe another 10 days or so. But we're not only working with that one. We usually have some small projects while we're doing this as well. So yeah, feels good.